Welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your day, y'all. Time to level up. Time to crush it. Hey, you are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Ferriell here, certified 10x coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. Well, you are listening to another segment of Communities Grow Together on the Elevate Springfield podcast. As you know, we drop these segments each week. The Communities Grow Together segment will touch on all things nonprofit associations and how we as a community are working together so we can all grow together. This segment is brought to you by David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency over on West Wabash. Whatever you need insurance-wise, whether that's business, life, home, auto, or anything in between, hey, David and his team can take care of you. Give them a shout, or hey, stop by and visit them over on West Wabash. These segments are quick hits of actionable strategies and what's going on in our area to help you level up and grow together. Be right back after the break. Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agent, is here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343. All right, and we are back for another edition of Communities Grow Together. Thank you again to our friends David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency over on West Wabash. Hey, any of your personal or business needs, give David and his team a shout, or just stop by and say, hey, highly recommended from Elevate Springfield here. Hey, we've got a familiar face in the studio with me. You know him and love him. Mr. Jeff Dillman, how are we doing today, sir?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Doing really good. I don't think I left this chair. I think I sat in it for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of on about a every other week cadence with you right now. The last about 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, I'm good. I've got a coffee cup now, and then speaking of David Hilst, isn't he a great guy?
Wonderful. Does so much great stuff for the community.
Yeah, talk about community engagement, man.
I know he was a big sponsor for Tree of Wishes that you did over Family Service Center. We can touch on that here in a little bit, but yeah, he does so much great stuff.
He does. So thank you, David.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, Christmas is over. It was a fun Christmas. Did you have a good one?
I did. A little different this year without my father being around, but we had a lot of memories of conversation and maybe fulfilling some wishes that we didn't actually realize that he dreamt of and wanted. Sometimes my parents aren't the best communicators, I guess, but so that kind of hurt a little bit to understand my dad just wanted us all to be together, even though we really didn't know that. But we had a great Christmas with my mother. We catered to her needs, so she wanted prime rib. So
there you go.
Made prime rib. And
you take care of that?
I took care of that, and it turned out really good. So we didn't have anything left over, so that's always good news. And my brother, sister-in-law, and my wife, we were able to visit a little bit there. Then we took off and went to our in-laws. So, yeah, so a little different this year. But he was there with us. We had his little ashes sitting on the table, and we actually got my mom a real nice chain, a necklace, so she was able to put some of my father's ashes in.
Oh,
she
that's
can
cool.
Carry up 60-some years of being together. But she's a strong woman. I've realized it. She's doing really good, unless I'm not there and I don't see it. But she's doing really good.
Right.
So we've lost some loved ones this year.
No doubt about it.
Like you,
yeah,
guys
absolutely.
Did too.
Yep, and over 60 years, your parents were together. That's a long time. And then to not have that person there.
Right. And she just says, it gets lonely. She said, there's nobody to talk to. I said, well, talk to him, I occasionally will talk to him,
Yeah.
just tell him, hey, I'm thinking of him, I love him, things like that. But how was your Christmas?
It was great. Got my girls loving every bit of it. It's one of our, probably our favorite holiday all year long. We really get into the spirit, and we went down to Chatham Light Up the Park. That's always a fun time.
Beautiful.
That's always on our list. We had, I don't know, 4 days in a row, I guess, of Christmases.
That's what I
all
hear.
the different sides of the family and everything. My girls this year, over the last couple of months, they've been working a lot at Westside, in the kid care area. So right around Christmas, the week leading up to Christmas, and then all the Christmas Eve services, they were in there quite a bit working and taking care of the kids. So it was a really good experience for them. And as you know, Westside's great. They just put on a phenomenal time of year at Westside.
Yeah, I ran into him a couple of times. I ran into you actually one time too. So I enjoy that. It's probably, for us, we chose Westside just for the fact is the K through 8, going through an adoption. Hopefully one of these days we'll have a child. We'd want that child to be raised in that church, and that's cool. Just Eddie in general, his message is so strong.
Phenomenal.
He really is. And just the church itself. Look at spending the entire day, 2 years in a row now, Christmas Eve, of helping with the train. A lot of kids, probably 700 kiddos. We don't really count, but I know it had to be that many. And I think this year I had more adults ride it
sure,
as much as kids this year. So, but that was fun just to see all the different people in that church, and you just feel good, you really do. You're doing the right thing, and it just makes you feel like a better person, and to give back. That's what we've been doing all year, right?
No doubt about
giving
it.
back, and I think we're going to continue to do that leading into 2026 and probably more.
You got that right. Now that train that you were manning there, in general, they had about 850, I think, Team Christmas volunteers, I think. And then with that train, it's, if you've ever been out to the mall, it's similar to that. So if you don't go to Westside, it's like one of those where you're driving around inside, right?
So it's the old Festival of Trees train. They were able to, I guess, take it over after Festival of Trees left. But yeah, when you're in that room with 800 plus volunteers, and we're all in Team Christmas red shirts, it just blows your mind at 850 plus volunteers. Wow! First of all, great accomplishment.
Huge.
Second, that's bigger than probably most churches, and you'd hate to say that. And I know back, in 2000 when I ran the National High School Finals Rodeo, it took 900 volunteers. So, when you look at the church volunteers, it was probably a lot easier to get those than what we went through with the rodeo. But it's just impressive when you walk into that worship center and just see all those red shirts. And they take really good care of the volunteers.
They do.
We eat good. We had soft drinks, water, snacks, games, Christmas movies. It was nice to be able to go in and just get off your feet a little bit in between each church service. And but yeah, it was pretty impressive. Just all around, just a great church.
Yeah. No, my girls have really enjoyed it, and they've really, we've really found a home there, and they love working with the kids. Every Sunday morning, they're in the 9:30 service in there with the kids, and then they spend a lot more time over Christmas here with them. But proud of the way they have ingrained themselves into service at that church. So it's been great.
And I think it's always good too when you don't make somebody do it. They want to do it for the sake of themselves and to help others. And you can tell the youth in that church just is totally impressive. And especially in the ministry side, the kids from the ministry side, the people that's leading the church is pretty impressive. We've worked with a few of them in the last couple of years on the train. It's like, wow, so well-spoken, so professional, and very young.
Right.
So there's your 10X young entrepreneur.
No doubt about it.
Coming up right there, buddy.
No doubt about it. Now, you mentioned we've spent a lot of time community engagement this year. I know we're both really proud of what we've been able to accomplish along those fronts. What are you most proud of when it comes to community engagement this year?
Well, I think there's probably a long list, but things that come to mind is, forming a networking group that I felt was needed. I wasn't sure what the outcome of that was going to be, but I just felt it was needed in collaboration with all the other, the chambers and local for Springfield and the other things that are out there. Just I think I'm really happy of that. Finding something different where you can sit down and just really roll your sleeves up and just really get in a deep discussion, understand what each business does. It's funny that small little things might rip the group a little bit, but if we're looking at the big picture and the outcome of this group, it was designed to make an economic impact in the community and to collaborate together to use locally owned businesses.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
So I think that's probably top of my mind. The other would be my engagement in Family Service Center. I just look back to when Kate Dyer originally came to me and asked me to join the board. I'm like, sure, I can join the board. Well, after I understood what that board actually does, what that agency does, I should say, I put a lot of time into that this year. You know,
Yeah.
I really have. And it's been successful. It takes a team. I'm not by myself. We've got a good team there, a good board, a good executive director. So that stacks right up there as well. Getting back involved with you, meeting you and getting to know you a little bit more with Local First, which I didn't think when I stepped away from Local First as president, I thought that would be it as far as board involvement. And then here comes you. So the cool thing about that is, too, that's top of the list, is that just putting that drive, that energy into that to show that importance of why it's important to shop local, buy local, eat local, bank local.
Yeah.
So that's been a fun ride. I serve on the FBI Citizens Academy Alumni Board. That's been really dear to my heart, to understand what the FBI does in the involvement in the community and what good they are. So we're the eyes and ears, the message for them, and we're able to get that message out that they're there for things that you may not know, elder fraud, whether it's ACH fraud, and any kind of scam. The FBI can get involved. Now. Will they hand it off to other law enforcement? Possibility, but most people don't know that you can pick up the phone and there's a serious issue. If you've been scammed, you can call them.
Mm-hmm.
You can call their hotline. But so I think that, and just really, the Springfield Chamber of Commerce, just all the stuff from the Chatham Chamber of Commerce to the golf outings to everything I've been involved with. It was a busy year.
It was. No doubt about it. You're involved in everything, brother, and it's awesome.
Need to slow my roll. I say that every year. My wife always tells me I need to say no, and she's probably right. Yeah. But no, it just makes you feel good. It really does. I always say this often. I'm not doing this at 61 years old. I'm not doing this to build a resume. I think a lot of people do that, unfortunately.
They do.
I'm not. I just want I want that feel-good moment, and I want success, and, I want to be able to sit back and feel good about it. Even though it takes a team, sometimes I think a good driver makes that team better.
No doubt.
Right? So when you sit back and look at your accomplishments, quite a year.
Yeah, no, certainly making a huge impact. So a couple things that you mentioned, Family Service Center, how'd the Tree of Wishes end up?
Wow, what a great year for that.
Yeah.
700 names on the tree, Robert, and we ended up with roughly around 20 to 21 names left, and we were able to take care of that through donations that we received. When you look at a little over $16,000 we raised, we set a goal of 10, so we didn't really go crazy. We just felt that, we can get a little bit from the community to offset some costs, which actually it helped us. So when you look at some names on your board up behind us here, like from Acosta Roofing to David Hills to George Alarm to the list goes on. I don't want to, exclude anyone because there's quite a bit of many people, LRS and Troxel Insurance. A lot of good people stepped up. So this year was very rewarding that the 10 agencies involved, including Family Service Center, were able to benefit from it, and we made people's dreams come true from 1 year old to almost 100.
Love it. No,
so it was pretty cool to see them come pick up all their gifts.
I bet. Yeah. No, my daughters participated in that, and they were really pumped up about going to pick the names out or the cards out and everything, but then going out and shopping for them.
It's pretty cool.
They wanted to, like you mentioned earlier about wanting to do it on their own. That's exactly what they did. They wanted to go do it. They wanted to spend their own money that they had earned and everything. So just kind of touches you as the dad. There's like, hey, that's really cool that they want to do that.
You raise good kids, and that's good. That was nice of them to do that. And we appreciate Santa and Mrs. Claus out there in White Oaks Mall for allowing us to have the space. We did have a tree up at BOS in Chatham. That's something maybe in 2026 we'll look at. Maybe having some floating trees out in the community.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can't make it to White Oaks Mall, if that's assuming we'll be in 2026, you can go into a bank or wherever we're going to have these trees and pull a name off there. So, yeah, we're always trying to figure out a way, how can we build onto that? We did a really good job. So the fundraising team did a really good job, and we appreciate the community support.
Love it. You also mentioned FBI and Land of Lincoln. Looks like we're going to have that event at some point here in the next few months, with the fraud event that we originally had planned a few months back, and then but the shutdown happened.
Government shutdown took that apart. So I should say the FBI Citizens Academy, Springfield Citizens Academy, is not affiliated with the FBI. We're a nonprofit agency. We do have to, claim that. But we, in conjunction with Local First Springfield, Land of Lincoln Professional Networking Group, and the local FBI field office, I believe it's March 18th, we're going to have that back on the table again, and we will have a federal agent come and talk to us about just fraud in general for business. Once again, another nice thing that the FBI does in the community, can educate the community on what's going on that you may, as a business owner, have no idea. Or if you do, now you have an idea how you can protect yourself. So we're excited about that. I think this is a year of engagement and community involvement for the FBI Citizens Academy board. We'll probably more be engaged in the community. I am coming as incoming president, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
so really,
on that.
Thank you. So I think with that, our two goals for that will be community engagement and membership engagement. Getting our 70 to 80 members engaged, involved, if they want to.
Yeah.
And still doing things in the community, from National Night Out to Back to School Bash to whatever we can get involved in with our agreement with the local field office on what we can and cannot do. So we're excited about that. Just getting that word out, just to know that they do care and they're here to help. And we have a phenomenal board there. We might be adding one or two within the year. We have strict things we have to follow with that. But for 60 days, just like for that and Family Service Center, I feel we're going to come out the gate running. I really do.
Love it. And I know if you're a part of it, that's going to happen.
Make sure it does. And,
it
takes a team, right?
No doubt about it. No, I'm excited for 26. We've got a lot of great things ahead. We're going to continue to collaborate with Land of Lincoln Professional Networking and Local First Springfield. I think we've got some cool ideas for how we can do that, and just excited for Springfield.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of great things ahead.
I agree. I mean, I think with your leadership and the phenomenal board if we put together that you put together is great. So I think we've got some community-minded, very smart business people on the board. So we're gonna obviously come out the gate running there too. That's your baby.
No doubt about it.
That's your baby. But on the membership
then
side,
you 10x that puppy.
Absolutely. And on the membership side, we're going to continue to show the value for the members, our current members, because that's important. And then gain new members. And I think going into 2026, you've led that momentum. That momentum is pretty good this year. So just had a conversation the other day about it. It's like Local First, it's back. And that's not I did say one thing that I had a coffee with someone last week. We also have to be careful too. That's not beating up Jake Rourke either.
Oh, no.
Jake did a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal job.
I mean, he got the website developed and got that pushed through, and there were some things that he did. So I want to discredit Jake, because we always often talk about that. And if I was Jake, I'd be like, gosh, these guys don't even mention me. But I was able to serve with Jake prior to, and Jake's going to be an instrumental part on a few other projects we got going on. So
no, and he was a phenomenal help to me in my first part of being a president here in the transition. He helped me out tremendously on past practice, on what things have done, what has happened, what hasn't happened, things like that. So so I thank him a lot for all the time he spent during that transition time to me taking over as president.
I agree. So a good question for me to reverse it to you now. Why do you think collaboration between Land of Lincoln, Professional Networking Group, and Local First is important?
Well, I think collaboration amongst all the groups is very important. And R2 in particular, the networking side at Local First Springfield, we're not doing a ton of straight up networking events. We've transitioned to helping market the community, helping marketing our business. We do have some networking, but they're more social events. Right. So I think both groups can work together seamlessly, because Land of Lincoln provides that straight up intentional networking piece that Local First Springfield is not. I mean, we have two different niches right now, but they blend together beautifully. So that's the main thing I think about us collaborating together, because like we talked about, when we collaborate together, we grow together, right?
We do.
So if people are involved in both, they're getting the best of both worlds. They're getting the intentional networking. They're getting the marketing of Local First and that local push that we're trying to do. They're getting the social. They're getting all of it when they're involved in both. So anybody that thinks it's a competition between the two, I'm afraid is sadly mistaken. It's not.
I agree.
It's not a competition. It's
totally
us growing together. It's us working together for the benefit of local businesses here and Springfield on the whole. That's what it is.
No, I agree. And it's good to hear, you say that, because I think there are a few people out there that still may think it's competition. But like you said, communities grow together with all organizations put together. It's just not R2. It's It's everything from the Chamber of Commerce to SILSA to whatever it is. It's everything. We just need to see that we're not competing with one another. The goal is to make people understand, if they don't understand the Chamber of Commerce, why they need to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't understand Local First, why they need to be involved, or Land of Lincoln.
And I think what's great about our two organizations here is a lot of the people on the board, and a lot of the people, Land of Lincoln doesn't have a board, but a lot of the people that are highly involved in Land of Lincoln are highly involved in Local First Springfield, either on the board or otherwise. So I think it creates this synergy that may not happen if we didn't have those two. And of course, you and I work tremendously well together. We have similar outlook on what we want Springfield to be and how we can make an impact through these organizations.
I agree. So I'm looking forward to the collaboration in 2026 and on both sides, and be involved with both sides and just see where that leads us.
Yeah, I'm excited for a 10x26. Come on.
Right.
We're going to keep going in Springfield. We've got a lot of great things on the Elevate Springfield side coming in too. So starting on January 1st, we're going to an everyday drop. So you will get 7 days of Elevate Springfield. You could tune in every single morning and get a brand new episode. So we've got some cool new segments that we're going to bring to the table, but you will truly be able to start every morning with Elevate Springfield if you so choose.
Like to hear that.
We definitely hope you choose to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because I know you can talk forever, right?
I know, Ryan. We could just,
think we all can.
Yeah. I think you and I, we could do a weekly segment, and we can just,
I think we
get
could
an hour or two in or whatever, right?
I think we could. I think people listen, at least. I hope, right? So
I think so.
But I think, you too, for 2025, thank you for the platform that you've created, because that's been huge, instrumental. I know it has been for me personally, and on the business side, and the training you provided for one of my staff members, as well as really getting local people involved, engaged in your podcast, on your podcast, that probably would never had the chance to be on this platform, right? And there's quite a few that's never done a podcast too.
Mm-hmm.
I've been involved with a few of those.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, hats off to you for, what you created, and you 10x'd it, right? You had a dream, you had a goal, and look where you are. I mean, now it's just going to be a lot, bigger and better, right?
Yeah, going to continue to grow. No, I appreciate that. It's definitely proud of the progress and the growth of the platform. You mentioned people haven't been on it before. One of the former viewees on the show, he made a comment to me the other day. He just appreciate what we're doing here and everything, and he said, he put it like this: it's allowing us small fish to play in a big pond, right? So given the exposure, and so I was like, oh, that's a really cool way to put it, and I appreciate that.
That is.
So, I'd like to hope that I'm doing my part to impact local businesses here by providing this platform for them to talk about what they do.
Well, I can probably say this: I know you are, but you're probably ruffling some feathers out there too, and that's okay.
That's all right.
That's what we did with Land of Lincoln Professional Networking Group too, even though we didn't intend to. We ruffled some feathers,
sure.
But But I think once the storm calmed down, people really see, hey, you know what? Just do it. Just go for it, right? As you always say, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go.
I don't ever want to look back. It's that you're not going to be able to satisfy everyone. That's just the way life is. But you can give your damn best, to make sure you try at least, right?
No doubt about it.
So it's been a real fun year, and it's hard to believe that time just flies. When you look at this, it's like, I thought it was just January.
I know, right?
Now we're what, New Year's Eve?
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
And here we are. Yeah. So
now, you mentioned ruffling feathers. 10X, we always talk about, if you're not ruffling a few feathers, if you're not getting a few haters, you're probably not doing enough.
That's right.
So
that's right.
We're going to keep getting after it.
And I think that. I think when you're ruffling feathers, and that means you are getting at them. When I go back to say, when I started this networking group, I had multiple people say to me, why in the hell are you creating this group for? And that's the reason why, right there.
Right.
Just believe me, I didn't do it to get rich. I say that all the time. And I didn't do it to get rich. I did it to emphasize to people why it's important. You have to buy from locally owned businesses, just not local. Because when if I'm sitting at a big box store and having a hot dog, which, I probably shouldn't, but I'm sitting there and just like, wow, I can't believe they're buying from here. And they've never given me the opportunity, or our Masco Packaging the opportunity. Why? Because that's all we really want, right? We just want the opportunity. Anybody wants the opportunity that's locally owned. Just give us the opportunity. And then if it doesn't work out, then we understand. But when you don't give us that that opportunity, you just scratch your head.
Right.
So when I look at the overall in the group itself, I mean, have we really benefited from it? We have, but we haven't benefited probably financially, but
Sure.
we've grown stronger and to understand more. And now it's time to step it up in 2026 to tell people, hey, you blow your nose? Well, you do a lot of things. We can help you with
Come
that.
see Masco for
We
that.
can help you with that. Right?
There you go.
We can help you with that.
No doubt about it. No, looking forward to a great 2026. So, Jeff, it's been a phenomenal year. Appreciate all your support, friendship over this year. Looking forward to continuing that into 26, brother.
Likewise.
So, Happy New Year.
10X it, baby.
All right.
Happy
let's
New
go.
Year.
We're going to let Jeff get back to elevating Springfield. But for the rest of y'all, we'll be right back.
Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing expert serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing.
Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody, on another segment of Communities Grow Together on the Elevate Springfield podcast. Thank you again to David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agency, for partnering with us on this segment. Hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at SangamonTreeService.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.